everyone, and welcome. I am Miss Jamie, one of the program facilitator at Malvern Family Resource Center. Let's start off with our welcome song to welcome everyone. Hello, hello, how are you? Hello, hello, how are you? Hello, hello, how are you? How are you today? Welcome, and let's start program now. Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to be talking about ice. What do you think of when you think of ice? Is it ice creams? Or is it the cold, snowy weather? Well, today Miss Jamie is going to first start off with a story about ice. It's so much fun, yes, because you could play with your friends on the ice. Can you imagine? What can you do on ice? Well, let's find out together. Hello, everyone. Today Miss Jamie has another book for you, and this is called Winter Ice is Nice. So as you can see, we have Clifford, the big red dog over here, and his friend playing with him. They seem like they're having so much fun. Now, boys and girls, let's see what this story is about. Clifford, Winter Ice is Nice. It was winter on Birdwell Island. Emily Elizabeth and her friends were playing in the snow. Look out! Charlie yelled it. Here I come! He went flying down the hill. Whee! Look at these children playing here in the snow. Seems like they're having lots of fun. Would you like to slide down a snowy hill? I think Miss Jamie would love to do that. When I was young, I used to play with my friends in these snowy hills and we would slide down and it was so much fun. I still remember those good old days. Clifford and his friends were at the soccer field. It was covered with ice. Look at me, T-Bone said. I will show you my famous hop, hop, and slide. T-Bone ran fast. He hopped high. And he slid across the ice. Whew! Look at how fast he went. Watch me, Max said. Hop, hop, and slide. Clifford was next. He took one hop. Oops! What happened? He hopped too far. Oopsie! Silly Clifford. It's okay. We can try it again. So Clifford, he began again. But this time, he went right into the sliding parts. Whee! Clifford said. Oh, whoa! Said T-Bone. Oh no, what happened? His friends were scared for him. They were feeling worried. Oh no, they're worried that Clifford might bump into something. But Clifford stopped just in time. Wow, that was great, Clifford said. Now you go, Cleo. So here is Cleo. Look at Cleo, boys and girls. Do you think she's interested in skating? You think she'll like the sliding? Maybe just like the rest of her friends. She would love to slide with them, right? Okay, Cleo said. Here I come. Cleo took one little step and down she went. Boom. Ouch. Clifford, Mac, and T-Bone came over. Are you okay? Clifford asked. Well, I think I hurt my paw, Cleo said. Ouchie. So yes, boys and girls, sometimes we might fall and hurt ourselves too. And this time, our friend Cleo over here, she fell and she hurt her paw. Yep, so doggies, they don't have hands like us, but they have paws. Maybe we should get doctored in, said T-Bone. No, Cleo yelled. I just need to rest my paw. Clifford made a place for Cleo to rest. A snow couch, she said. Cool. Mac kept sliding. He was having fun. So look at what Clifford made for Cleo over here. It's a snow couch. It seems very comfy. Boys and girls, have you ever tried making something out of snow before? Miss Jamie loved making snowmen from big snowballs. And I remember when I was young, I was making a snow fort with my friends too. I remember we were playing house in there. There was a bedroom for everyone. There was a kitchen area, so we pretended to cook. And there was even a living room where we gathered together and we made a doorway for our fort. And it was very fun. Oh yeah, by the way, parents, it's a very good place for children to do pretend play in the snow. And you can play with them and it really helps them with their imaginations as well. Later, Clifford gave Cleo a ride home. Thanks, Clifford, she said. Cleo limped up to her house. Hey, Cleo, T-Bone said. I thought it was your other paw that hurt. Oh, boys and girls, what do you think? Wasn't it this paw that hurt? How come Cleo is lifting this paw up right now? What do you think is happening? Cleo stopped. She said, oh no, it must be spreading. Both my paws hurt now. I have to go in and lie down. The next day, Clifford, Mac, and T-Bone went back to Cleo's house. Cleo was playing in the yard. Oh, look at Cleo having fun over here. Do you think she still hurts? Or do you think she's feeling much better now? Do you want to come skate with us? Clifford asked. Cleo stopped playing. I don't know, she said. My paw still hurts. Look, which paw is she showing? Was it this paw that was hurting her yesterday? I thought it was your front paw that hurts, Mac said. Huh? Oh yeah, Cleo said, but don't worry, I can still watch. It's funny how Cleo's sore paw keeps moving around, T-Bone said. Sure is, Mac said. At the ice rink, Clifford spun around and around on his big red tail. Come on, guys, he said. This is fun. T-Bone ran onto the ice, but Mac stayed behind. I don't know how to do that, he said. I'll look silly. Who cares? Clifford said. No one does it perfect the first time. Try it, he said. Okay, I'll try, Mac said. Mac flipped and he flopped, but soon he could spin as fast as Clifford and T-Bone. Cleo jumped up on all fours. That does look like fun, she said. Suddenly, she lifted up her paw. Look at her paw, boys and girls. Do you think she's ready to play? Maybe your paw is much better now, Clifford said to her. You know, I think you're right, Cleo said. She ran to the ice. Cleo spun around. Whee! She cried. What about your sore paw? Mac said. Cleo looked down. I didn't really hurt my paw, she said. I never skated before. I was afraid you guys would think I look silly. But trying new things with your friends is fun, Clifford said. And so is being silly. You're right, Cleo said. Let's all be silly together. Whee! And they all started spinning. Wow, and that is the end of the book. Boys and girls, wasn't that fun? Did you like that story? Well, boys and girls, we are going to do a very fun game right now. And this is called Do You Remember? Here is a question. Let's see if you still remember what happened in the story. The first question asks, Clifford and his friends were playing. Where were they playing? Was it on a snowy hill? Was it on the soccer field? Or was it at the playground? Boys and girls, if you forget, it's okay. You can always pause this video and you can go back to the story and you can find out the correct answer. Miss Jamie is going to give you 30 seconds to think about it, okay? So once again, we're Clifford and his friends playing on a snowy hill, on the soccer field, or was it at the playground? 3 seconds, okay? 1, 2, and 3. Are you guys ready? Let Miss Jamie give you a hint. This is kind of a trick question. Let's see if you got it right. So boys and girls, if you said soccer field, you are correct. Yes, that's right. This is actually a pretty tricky question because in the beginning, we did see some friends playing on a snowy hill, but it wasn't Clifford and his friends. It was Emily Elizabeth and her friends, right? Clifford and his friends were playing and they were sliding across an icy rink in the soccer field. Yes, good job for those of you who said B on the soccer field. Okay, let's continue and see what the next question is. What did Clifford make for Cleo? So here's a hint for you, boys and girls. Cleo got hurt, right? So what did Clifford make for Cleo after she got hurt? A snowman. B, a snow couch. And C, a snowball. Which one was it? Friends, once again, Miss Jamie will give you 30 seconds to think about it. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, friends, which one is it? What did Clifford make for Cleo? Was it A, a snowman, B, a snow couch, or C, a snowball? Well, if you answered B, a snow couch, you are correct. Good job, boys and girls. Yes, remember Cleo, she said she hurt her paw, and then Clifford made a snow couch for Cleo to lie down and rest. Okay, here comes the last question. Which one of these things happened first? Was it Cleo who fell on the ice? Or was it T-Bone where he did his famous hop, hop, and slide? Or was Clifford spinning around and around on his tail? Which one of these events happened first? So once again, they were Cleo falling on the ice, T-Bone did his famous hop, hop, and slide, or was it Clifford spinning around on his tail? And once again, boys and girls, if you don't remember, that's okay. Let's pause the video right now and you can go back to the story and find out. And Miss Jamie is going to give you 3 seconds to think about it. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's see if you remember. The very first event was T-Bone did his famous hop, hop, and slide. That's right, he was hopping, hopping, and sliding, right, to show his friends how he played on the ice. Now, boys and girls, what comes next? Was it Cleo falling on the ice, or was it Clifford spinning around and around? Do you guys remember? The correct answer is Cleo falling on the ice. That's right. And then that makes the very last event, Clifford spinning around on his tail. Boys and girls, how many did you get correct? Well, if you didn't get all of them correct, that's okay. You can always go back to the story and read it again. And you can try these questions one more time. Well, Miss Jamie had so much fun reading the story and doing these games with you. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And boys and girls, do you like playing on the ice? It could be lots of fun. And remember, Cleo, she was afraid in the beginning, right? She didn't want to try. She thought she's going to look silly in front of her friends. But no worries, try new things with your friends. It's always lots of fun. And no worries to try new things because no one's going to do it perfect the first time. Just like what Clifford said. And with more practice, with more trying it out, you are able to do it better and better. Wow, wasn't that a great story? Did you enjoy that? Would you like to play on the ice with your friends? And what else can you do with snow and ice? Well, today Miss Jamie is going to have a sensory bin with you. For those of you who don't know what a sensory bin is, well, you will find out. It's lots of fun. For those of you who would like to play with ice, keep watching the video and see what you can do with ice in a sensory bin. Hello everyone! So today Miss Jamie is going to teach us how to make a sensory bin with ice. Especially children like toddlers, they would love to play in these kind of sensory bins, and parents, you can always make it more challenging and you can ask them open-ended questions. For older children, yep. So first you will need a container. Today I have picked a clear container so it's easier for children to see. It might be easier for them to be, you can either put this in the bathtub so it's easier to clean, or maybe have an area on the floor with protected sheets on the floor so we won't get water everywhere, and make sure the children is tall enough, or if they are not, you can always lower this bin onto a lower area, let's say the floor. Yep. And yep, you can also play this activity in the summer outside in your yard or in the park. Could be lots of fun. Okay, so first of all, we have a bucket, a container of water, and what we're gonna need is some ice. So Miss Jamie has prepared some ice over here. We're going to put the ice and we're gonna put each piece inside like this. You might notice some of Miss Jamie's ice are very interesting, like these ones. They seem a little special, right? We are going to talk about those pieces in just a little bit. So Miss Jamie made these ice cubes in the ice cube tray just last night, and some of them I made them this morning. And actually my freezer, they freeze the ice very fast. In just around 2 hours, they have become solid already. Yep, so let's dump this little bit inside. Okay, so we have a bucket of icy water, and Miss Jamie has prepared some food coloring over here. I'm gonna put some out, just a few drops onto my pitcher over here. Another pitcher of water. 1 drop, 2 drops, and 3 drops. We're going to put 3 drops in. Yep, so ta-da, see? The color, it's sinking in slowly, and we can mix it just a little bit. And you can see that the water becomes blue, a very nice color, blue, right? And we're going to pour this pitcher of water inside. And this is optional. If you don't have food coloring at home, it's okay. You don't have to use the blue over here. You can just have your toddler, your children play with the sensory bin here. I just like to use blue because let me show you. I'm going to pour it in first. Looks very pretty, right? Yep, ta-da, here we go. It's easier to see the ice, so it's easier for us to differentiate between the blue water and the ice, but of course it's optional. And now you can have your toddler maybe put their hands in and they can feel the icy water. You can ask them, oh, how does it feel? It feels wet. Yes, water on my hands. And how about the temperature? Is it cold? Is it warm? Is it hot? How do you feel? I feel that the water is very cold. You can pick up an ice cube and describe the feeling of it. This is extra cold and it feels very smooth too. Oh, and by the way, earlier you saw that Miss Jamie had some ice cubes with some toys inside. Yep, some of them melted already. So here they are. This one still has a little piece of ice attached to it. You can have different types of toys freeze in the ice tray, and then you can talk to your children about how the ice slowly melts away, and then you'll be able to discover these toys. So that's right, here they are. Very cool, right? And you can also prepare some other materials. Let's say we can scoop up some water here and we can put it into the bowl. Another way for them to practice their motor skills, yep, and their coordination skills. And for older children, you can even prepare a tong for them to practice picking up ice cubes. You can put it inside like this. You can have different types of toys, and you can even talk about colors. Maybe you have a couple of red color toys and you can ask them to pick up all the red ones. So this very fun sensory bin, it's good for teaching and exposing children to lots of different materials. Let's say we can ask them, oh, can you pick up an ice cube? So here they are, an ice cube. Oopsies. We're going to pick one up, put it into the bowl. Can you pick, let's see, we have more teddy bears over here. You can ask your children, can you pick up a purple bear, please? Where's the purple bear? Friends, do you see the purple bear? Purple bear over here. Yep, let's pick it up and we're going to drop it into our bowl over here. So lots of different things you can play around in the sensory bin. And another thing you can do with the children is if you do have animals at home, let's say you have some Arctic animals, you have polar bears, or maybe you have a penguin, they can even do pretend play here. You can have them play on the ice, pretend the animals are swimming in the water, or pretend they are on the ice, and this is where they live. You can talk to your children about how animals, they rely on these ice to live on. And for even older children, you can start to educate them on how important it is for animals to live on the ice. You can even ask them, what if there are no more ice? Are the animals able to live? Do you think the animals can swim all the time? Or do they need a place to rest? And then you can talk to them the importance of how we can save our environment with protecting the ice and protecting our animals, not just us, but this earth, it's also for other species to live on. So boys and girls, lots of different things that you can play with, right? Let's try some scooping. So that's why I really love the sensory bin for younger children like infants and toddlers. You can talk about just feeling the water. You can do this as a sensory bin, talk about how cold it is, just maybe ask them to put their hands inside. And you can even do some scooping of the water. Very good for coordinating. And for older children, you can put different things in it and you can talk about the ice. Ask them, oh, how come it turns from the ice to water? Yes, that's right. And that is some science experiment that you can try with your children. Look, we have a blue teddy bear here. This one is still stuck to the ice. And maybe you can put it in here and ask them, let's see, how long do you think it's going to take for it to separate from the ice? Oh, look, it has separated already. Yep, so friends, hope you enjoyed this sensory bin because it's so much fun, and parents, you can allow your children to explore in it, and at the same time, you can educate them with so much stuff. I love using that sensory bin. It makes Miss Jamie's fingers very cold, and I love feeling the water and scooping it too. Oh, did you see those tongs? I love picking up those ice cubes and the teddy bears with my tongs. And boys and girls, what are you going to put in your sensory bin? Are you going to put any animals inside? What kind of animals do you want to put in? Well, there are lots of different things that you can put into your sensory bin, and it could be lots of fun. Well, it's all up to your imaginations. That's right. So if you did put in anything, let's tell Miss Jamie, and I would love to know how you use your sensory bin. And today, Miss Jamie, I have 2 songs to sing with you about the icy water. Remember how it felt when we touched it? It was cold and it was wet. When we feel the water, it was really wet, right? So let's sing the song, Icy Water. Icy water, icy water, so wet and cold, so wet and cold. Icy water, so much fun, so much fun. Yay! That's right. It was wet and cold, but at the same time, it was so much fun. Let's sing the song one more time then. Icy water, so wet and cold, so wet and cold. Icy water, so much fun, so much fun. Yay! Wasn't that lots of fun? I just love singing with all of my boys and girls. And here comes the second song. Boys and girls, do you like to play with ice? Yes, I do. Miss Jamie loved playing with it. When I touched it, it felt very smooth, right? The surface of the ice was very smooth. How did your piece of ice feel? How about the animals? How about any other things that you put into your ice bin? How did they feel? Did you have fun playing with it? Because I had so much fun. Do you like to play with ice? To play with ice, to play with ice. Do you like to play with ice? Yes, I do. Do you like to play with ice? To play with ice, to play with ice. Do you like to play with ice? Yes, I do. Yes, I love playing with ice. Boys and girls, I had so much fun exploring ice with you today. We could have so much fun with ice. Now, friends, if you wanted to tell Miss Jamie what you did with ice at home or how you explored it, feel free to tell me next time you see me, or you can always email me with any thoughts or feedback. Until next time, bye-bye, boys and girls. It's time to say goodbye. So let's take out our microphone and sing a bye-bye song together. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for joining us today. I had so much fun with you. Feel free to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more videos. Hope to see you soon again. Bye-bye.